Hey guys and girls, this is Nagu from nagudharan.com. So in this video, I am going to explain you about the freelancer marketplace that's called Fiverr. So basically, what is Fiverr? Fiverr is the online marketplace and it's kind of platform which provide you the service where the freelancer can offer their service to the real needy peoples, right? So if you see, this is the homepage of that Fiverr. So here, as a freelancer, you can offer various kind of services, just like for that graphics design. If you go in the graphic design, you can do that logo design, brand style guide, and gaming art and illustration. Also, you can do web and app design, social media promotions, packaging, labels, visual design, print design. That lots and lots of options are there. Likewise, you can also offer the digital marketing services if you are a digital marketer, right? So in this case, you can do that social media marketing, social media advertising, SEO, local SEO, marketing strategy, public relations, and lots of things are there. And you can writing and translation services. You can do that video animation, music and audio, programming and tech. And the data is the new process as a database, data processing, data analytics, visualization, these kind of things you can do. And also you can do that business services like that virtual assistants, market research, sales, and lifestyle kind of things. There are lots and lots of categories are there to provide your freelancer services. So to give the freelance service, first you need to create your selling account and you need to create a gig. So here in the Fiverr, the people's called a service they are offering, we can call that service as a gig, GIG, right? So that gig. So if you want to offer some freelance services, then you need to create a gig on Fiverr, right? In the upcoming videos, we will see how we can create the account and how we can create the gig and what are all the factors we need to follow to get the good exposure on our gig while creating the gig. Everything we will see in this course itself. Okay, so that creating the Fiverr account is very easy and it's free to create, right? So whether either you can use your own email address and create the password, or you can log in directly into your Fiverr account, any one of these options. Either you can log in into that Fiverr through your Facebook or Google or Apple account. So in this case, I am just going to log in into the my one of the Google account, right? So I click it, then it will show me that Google account. I select this account and it will directly logged into my Fiverr account, right? So this is the Fiverr account. So by default, for me, it is showing the seller account. So in the Fiverr, we can play the dual role, right? So whether either we can sell our freelance service as a seller in a Fiverr, or we can buy any of the freelancers service as a buyer. So in a two-way, you can switch over either the buyer or seller. So by clicking this switch to buying. So right now I'm in the seller mode. If I want to buy something from Fiverr, I need to click this switch to buying. So then that Fiverr account will switch into the buyer mode. Then again, if I click this same switch to selling, then I will become as a seller in Fiverr, right? Hey, welcome back. So in the Fiverr gig, that gig image is playing very important role. So we need to follow some kind of factors to push the peoples to click on our gig, Why I am telling, suppose in this case you see here, if I am a buyer and I want to get the SEO writing service, then I simply come in that Fiverr and search SEO writing, right? When I click that SEO writing, there are lots and lots of services are coming here, right? So these are all the services or gigs, that SEO writing gig providing by various freelancer, right? So this particular gig is providing by Nastel, and this is Nadine Jacob and Creative Pattern. So different freelancers are providing this SEO writing service. So the one thing, while we are creating that gig, we need to get the ranking for this particular keyword. So that is, I will explain you in my upcoming video how you can do it. But in this video, once you got the rank for this keyword, then you need to push the people to click your gig. If you see these gigs, if any gig image is appealing your attention, then you will click that link only, right? So that's why it's important to create that gig image. So while you are selecting the gig image for your gig, you need to follow number one, that right image size for the gig, right? So then only in this, within this space your image will be set. Even this first gig itself, it's not that size is fixing. If you see the here, that SEO and Julia is little bit cut, right? So this is because they are not choosing that right image size for this. Okay, so then what is the right image size for that Fiverr gig? That's the question, right? So if you go and type the Google, just say for example, what is the right image size for Fiverr gig, then it will show me that 550 cross 370 would be a right image size for that. Okay, so how we can create this image? So for that, I can simply go that canva.com. So I have a Canva Pro account, so I have given the link down below also. If you want, then you can use that link to get some good discounts on that Canva Pro account, right? But of course that Canva Pro account is not required for doing this kind of thing. In Canva Pro, Canva free account itself, you can create your Fiverr design, right? But if you go that Canva Pro, you will get a lot more options, right? So once you come into that Canva account and create your account, so you simply click that create a design and choose the custom size, right? Then here it will ask you to enter the width and height. So the width and height for the Fiverr gig image we need to put is 550 and 370, right? So I simply put 550 as a width and 370 as an height and click the create new design. So then we will get the canvas to create our Fiverr image. Okay, and by default we will also get some templates. Okay, but soon we will use this template, but I'm not going to create any gig image here. I will show you what are all the important factors we need to follow while creating that Fiverr image. As I already told you, as a first factor, the image size is important, image dimension. So we need to create the image with the 550 cross 370 dimension. Okay, and the second thing is, if I go here, maximum what are all the services you are providing or the features of your freelance service, you need to mention in that image itself. You see here, this image is not the very good gig image in my point of view, but if I scroll below, uh, you can see this is one of the very good gig image. Why? Because she is providing the heading and the highlights of her services, and also she has put his own picture to create the personal bonding, right? And in my case, this is also a very good gig image, and this is also a very good gig image, and this is also a very good gig image. So you need to understand first the important factors. Is to sum up, to summarize, I am telling that important factors for that image. The first thing is that image dimension is important, and the second thing is you need to put your own image on the image gig to create the personal bond, and third thing is you need to mention the few of your freelancing service highlights in the image itself, and also you can put some very good headline for your image. That headline should denote the service what you are going to offer. So if you follow these three things, your gig image can be clickable by the buyers. Okay, so in my last video we have seen that important factors of Fiverr gig, but in this video I am going to show you how you can create a actual gig for your freelance service inside the Fiverr, right? So for that, make sure you are in a seller mode by clicking this. So right now I am in the buyer mode, so I simply click this switch to selling, then I'm becoming a seller of Fiverr. Then if I go to the gigs section, right? So here I can click the create new gig to create my own freelance service. Instead of creating a new gig, what I am going to do, I just go to the draft mode. I have one gig I am just trying to create, so I just click and edit this. It's almost same. So once you click the create a gig, it's a 6-step process. So creating a gig in Fiverr is a 6-step process. It contains overview, pricing, description and fact, requirements, gallery and publish, right? So as a first step overview, I need to provide that gig title. So in this case I am just giving be your Kindle ebook cover creator. So I am going to provide the service called Kindle ebook cover creator. So I will just put it, and SEO title, this is very important, right? So that Kindle ebook cover creator I am just putting here, because I research and find this keyword is the easy to rank keyword in one of my keyword secret keyword research method. So I am using this as my SEO title to get a very good ranking on the Google as well as in Fiverr. And I need to choose the category, so that ebook cover creator is comes under the graphics and design, and a subcategory is a book design. So they are also providing that suggested categories. Anyway, I am just leave this as is. And the service type, this service type will be loaded based on the category and subcategory what you are choosing, right? So in this case it's coming, these are all the service types. So here I am just pick that book cover design. So once I did it, that gig metadata I need to give, the design style, genre and file format. So design style I choose that illustrative, and genre is we can choose anything, right? As much as is possible we can choose up to 5, right? And in the file format I can give the file format either in the PDF or JPG. So because only these two types is required for Kindle ebook to publish, so I just choose these two extension. and the search tag we can use Kindle, Amazon Kindle, Kindle cover, and Kindle books. So these are all the search tags I am choosing. Then once I choose this, click the save and continue, and it will go to that second step as pricing. So in the pricing, they are providing the two options. We can go with either single pricing mode, or we can enable these three packages. Then so we can sell our service in three different categories. So it's a basic, standard, premium, or we can name the service in something else, right? So just say for example, our basic service we can offer for $5, and the standard service we can offer for $10 with adding few more features or value add on, and the premium service we can sell it for $20 or something else. In whatever value we are wishing, we can do it in the same three categories way. So for in this example, I just select only one pricing point order. So I simply put all the necessary details, the delivery date, and what are all the services I will provide you along with this freelance service or gig, and what is the price for my freelance service. I just pick the $35, right? And we can add that extra services also. We can give that extra fast delivery for if our customers is paying few more amount, then we can give them, we can prioritize their orders, right? So likewise we can put some add extra services, and once I done this, click save and continue, right? And this is the important factor, that description. So that description is very important. So you need to write the description with your targeting keyword. So I targeted this keyword, right? So if I go to that overview, so Kindle ebook cover creator is my targeted keyword. So I need to write at least 1200 characters of description with targeting this keyword. Service is my freelance service. You can avail this for getting awesome ebook paperback cover for your books. Those will bring you more clicks. Fine. So I will correct these things in a little bit later. Okay, I just click the save and continue, right? So now that requirements part. So that requirement is something after your buyers are purchasing your gig, what are the information you want from your buyers to start your freelancing service. So you can add those information here by asking some questions to your buyers. So these questions can be viewable by your buyers after they purchased your gigs, right? So then they will provide the answer to you, that relevant answer to you to start the gig. And provide your book title and author name, comma, subtitle, right? And add, save. Then this is the place where we can add our gig image. So actually you can add up to 3 images. So please make sure while you are creating images to follow all the important factors what we have discussed in my previous lesson, and utilize those factors while creating the images. And also you can add the video, one video and two documents to showcase your service in the service gallery section. And once you've done everything, simply you can publish this gig. Okay, so that by now you know how to create an account in Fiverr and how to showcase your freelancing service on the Fiverr by creating a very good gig, right? But now you have a very good service and you already showcased on Fiverr in a very good manner, but you may not get a sale. Why? Because you need to showcase your gig to the thousands of peoples. So how you can promote your gig to the buyers, that targeting buyers, by promoting your Fiverr. So I am not going to talk about any of the paid ad campaign service here, but I am going to talk about the one of the free method, and in my point of view it is the best method to target your Fiverr service to the right people. So I am talking about that cold email marketing, right? So that cold email marketing is similar to that email marketing, only one thing is different. In the email marketing, the peoples who are there in your list, they are coming, they are willingly join into your email to get your emails happily. But in the cold email marketing, you are externally pushing your emails to the people who don't know about you and who don't know about your email IDs. So when you are sending that cold email, you need to be careful. If you are sending that unrelated email to the untargeted person, that person may flag you as a spam. So in this case you will get banned by many of the email servers. So whenever you are sending that email, your emails will be directly landed on their spam folder, right? So how effectively you can do this cold email marketing? Well, I will explain you in this video itself. Before that, if you don't know about that email marketing, I have created the very detailed course and posted my email marketing video course on Udemy. You can see that course by clicking the link down below, right? Okay, so in the cold email marketing, the first thing is we need to get the targeted prospect's email address for our email, right? So where we can get those email prospects. Well, so I am introducing you one website is called that recruiting.net, right? recruitin.net. So if you go that website, you can collect the leads freely from LinkedIn, Dribble, GitHub, Zinc, Stack Overflow and Twitter. So in this case, I just choose that LinkedIn, right? Then I need to pick the country. In this case, I just leave it as all countries. And as I show you in my last lesson, I have created the gig for Kindle ebook cover, right? So in this case, my targets are the book writers or book authors, right? So I can put the job title at book writer, right? In this case, I just choose that book writer and show similar jobs. Tick this show similar jobs, and location I leave it, keywords exclude, I leave it, and I simply click the find the right people on LinkedIn. When I click this, it will show me that Google search query. I simply open this Google search query. It will open in the Google, but here it's the very first time. Before you are searching this keyword, just go to that settings and go the search settings, then make sure your results per page is 100. If it is not 100, just choose this 100, then only in a single page you will get the 100 such results, and click the save button, right? And here, once you come here in this search query, simply put space colon at gmail.com and close the double quotes, right? Then click the search again, then you will get the search results. So in this search result you can find the email address also. Here just say for example this search result is contain the email address which related to the book writer, right? So likewise we will get the 100 results. Now we want to extract this email address from this search results. So for that we can simply select all by clicking that Control A and right click, copy, and go back to the one more website is called hutchsupertools.com, right? hutch-supertools.com. I have given the link down below, and here you just go to that email section and come to that email text extraction tool, right? And paste your copied text here, right? And click the get data. Then this tool is extracting the email address from this text. Boom. Now I got the 6 email address. Then I simply copy these email addresses from this tool. So before I am sending that email to this email address, what I need to do, I need to verify whether these emails are valid emails or not. So for that I just again go to that email and click the bulk email validation tool, right? And paste our emails here and click the validate emails. Okay, so that operation limit is exceed. I already exceeded my limit, so I cannot verify it. This is the free account. If you want to verify your email address, you need to use their paid service, right? So anyway, so once you verify this email address, you can simply send your emails through your one of your email autoresponder course to how to create the leads inside your autoresponder and how to send the emails and how to follow up those emails. Those things I have explained in more in detail in my email marketing course. You can get my email marketing course by clicking the link down below, right? Okay, now you know the best way to promote your Fiverr gig via that cold email marketing, and you know how to pick the right prospect's email address, and you know you can learn from my email marketing course to how to send the email to the picked email addresses. But the big question is what content you can send in the email, right? Because the cold email marketing, you are targeting the people who are not aware of you. So the first email what you are sending is very important. It will the deciding factor of your entire email marketing campaign. So your first email is the key. And what you need to write, well, I am giving you the free cold email marketing follow-up series. You can click the link down below and grab those follow-up series into your Aweber autoresponder, right? So you can utilize that template, and modifying that template in your own way, you can create the follow-up series immediately. Thank you.